Okay, hey y'all, it's Shantae Brown Sugar Talk on the Black Unicorns. I'm starting the show. Hey, hey, hey. Y'all remember Fat Albert? Hey, this is Fat Albert. Okay. So on the phone, you can actually just like flip it. Alright, cool beans. Go live. Let's make it go live. Yay, 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 yay. So today is all about commitment. Commitments. And what that looks like. So everything else is started. So I think Facebook and Twitch is already started. Alright, cool beans. So let's talk about commitment and what that is. Alright? Uh-oh, something's happening. And today will be the 18th, right? Because I skipped today. Yesterday I didn't do the show because I had stuff to do. So it's like today, like it's summertime, I'm kind of slowing down. Being willing to focus solely and relentlessly on what is healthy and what feels good for you. I love it. And again, this is from Break Up With Your Mother. And so now I want to go over the 5 ways we sabotage a relationship before it even has a chance. And that's not really what I'm trying to really go over. Like, I need to look at this again because I'm like, that doesn't really fit everything I'm trying to do, but let's talk about it. Let's look at what she's saying. Okay, so it says being willing to focus solely and relentlessly on what is healthy and what feels good for you. So, like, this is what I always tell y'all. Like, you have to have your own relationship. Like, you have to actually be in your own relationships. Like, you cannot be in a relationship that seems like it's good for somebody else just because that's what it is. Like, The Secretary. Like, let's talk about the movies that I always talk about. So, let's go through the movies. So, The Secretary is a movie that is based on, I'm going to go to Amazon and put it on there. A movie that is based on this woman. She is like in so much pain, y'all. Like, it's like she is in so much pain. She continuously hurts herself. She's a cutter. And so I used to have a student that was a cutter. And so when she what is this? I don't know what this is. This is Twitter. I hope it doesn't go out. She was a cutter. And what would happen is that I just gotta bring it back up. And what would happen is that she would we wouldn't be able to stop her. So when we weren't able to stop her, we would just be like, okay, wait a minute, it's like no way for us to stop her. So let me do the can I do Amazon affiliate without doing it? So it's like when I saw the movie, I saw the movie before I met Laurel. But anyway, she just like, so it's like I'm kind of like, I don't know. It's like I already kind of knew. Like, I wasn't bad about it, but it's like, man, The Secretary, that's what it's about. So she meets a guy that is actually like giving her this pain. Like, it's still pain. Like, it's like he thinks that her work is incorrect and all this different stuff. So he writes it with a red pen and all this different stuff. He ends up having to spank her and all this stuff. So she really likes this type of relationship. Like, this is the relationship for her and him. So they end up getting married. Like, she ends up torturing herself, sitting in a spot and pees on herself, all this different stuff, so he can come and carry her away and give her a shower. And it's like, that's it. It's like an S&M type of movie. But that's their relationship. The next movie I always tell y'all about is Punch Drunk Love. And so Punch Drunk Love is like Adam Sandler. It is like the weirdest shit. I actually had to go to like a, what kind of theater is this? It's like a theater like where I used to love to go see these movies. Freak. I forgot these movies. What type of theater is it? It's out here. It's a Tivoli. But anyway, I used to go to the Tivoli and see these like weird movies. And I used to go to the library too. Like sometimes the library have stuff like this too. So it'll be like, I forgot what they call it. Like I forgot. Independent. I think it's like an independent movie theater. So it's like sometimes they have just like offbeat movies. So Punch Drunk Love is another one. It's like it's not a normal relationship because he is stuck at this business that's just like weird. You know what I'm saying? Like he's at this weird ass business and he ends up meeting this girl that could possibly be the woman that would accept him for him. But he have stalkers or either she has stalkers or something like that. So he ends up having to beat somebody ass. Oh, they start messing with him. So he ends up having to go and fight somebody for something. I don't know. But it's just the whole fact that that is their type of relationship. It's like so quirky and different. It's their type of relationship. I mean, another one is Zach and Mary make a porno. They're friends. And you just like, oh my god, like this is a friend. And they end up trying to make a porno to make money. And they end up trying to make the porno to make money again. It's just their relationship. Like it's like everybody has like a certain type of relationship that they can be in, and so sometimes that stops commitment. So you'll be thinking like, oh my god, I did this for him and I did that for him, and it's just something that doesn't work out. It's not like you putting the person down. Like the relationship I had with Marcus, another woman could like possibly be happy in that relationship. You see what I'm saying? Like even though it was abusive, somebody else might want that type of relationship. Like they might want to take care of him. They might want to hold him and treat him like that's my child. You know what I'm saying? Like some people, that is what it's for. And it's not that I'm trying to put Marcus down. For me, that's an abusive relationship. For another woman, she might think this is the best shit that ever happened to me. You see what I'm saying? Like it's like some things that they'll take as like love or something like that, and it's like I'm not that type of person. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm like just a normal type person. Did I mention Bridget Jones' Diary? Again, Bridget Jones' Diary is another example of just like this is her and this is this type of relationship. And again, you see that too. Like some of this in here is abusive too. Like it's like where you want me to be in a relationship with you for sex but not for feelings, and it's like that's not what we all like. That's not what everybody wants. You know what I'm saying? So and some people the sexual activities will be a problem. So you know it's like commitment is a thing that is totally up to you. It's not something that you have to go back and be like, oh my god, I have to do it this way. You don't at all. So it's commitment is the state or quality of being dedicated to a cause or activity, an engagement or obligation that restricts freedom of action. That's what people think. But it's like a real commitment, you would just be focused on that relationship. If you are saying that you are in a committed relationship but you are wandering everywhere else, then you're not committed, because it's actually something that we actually have as a chemical or something in our body, like our brain, that tells us this is the person I am with. And it's like I said, you always get blinders on too. Like when it's the right relationship, you'll have blinders. Like you won't have to search around for everybody and look for this and try to find that person and go after this guy and that guy. Or this woman and that woman. You will actually feel committed in that relationship. You see what I'm saying? Like some people actually like some of this stuff that some people do. So it's somebody out there for everybody, but you don't have to keep searching and trying to hurt the right person for the wrong person for you. You see what I'm saying? Like you could think that this is the right person for you, and it's not. You know what I'm saying? Get the person that is for you, because some people, they don't mind it at all. They don't mind it at all. Okay. They don't mind that at all. Like, it is like something that, I'm sorry, I got a message and I was trying to read it. But they don't mind what's going on at all. So it's just like, that's what you have to first find. So it's like, I just thought that let's look at ways that we sabotage relationships. So looking for what's wrong. We tend to get more of what we pay attention to. We live in a world of our own, making simply by choosing where we put our focus. We live in a world of our own, making simply by choosing where we put our focus. Always looking for what's wrong in a person is a relationship killer. Exactly. Noticing red flags is healthy early in a relationship, but getting hung up on the other person's harmless idiosyncrasies can spell trouble. Remember why you look like him and try to accept why you look at this and remember why you like him, and try to accept his flaws. So that is something that happens. Like, women, this is something I was just talking about earlier today. I was like at the shelter and this lady is just like complaining. Then she has her mother there to complain. Then they both wake up and complain together. Then they argue. Then they want to tell everybody what they are and who they like and all this different stuff. And it's like, none of us are any of their business. Nothing that we do is your business. So why would you be her telling us who we are and what we doing and what you gonna tell us? It's not for you to do. So I get to the shelter yesterday and I was late. The bus came late. She is at the shelter, sitting there. You see what I'm saying? And it's like she tells her something and the girl points at me. Lisa points at me. And it's like, I don't know what that's for and I really don't give a fuck. And they also put Terrell out. Like, they put the guy that I thought was my friend out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be caught up in this bullshit with y'all. Like, I'm not trying to get caught up in shit. I'm actually trying to figure out how I'm going to get to my son. And that's all I ever try to do. So this bitch is sitting there thinking that I'm going to get into some type of situation with a hoe. I don't have time. Keep your hoe ass where you at. And don't start complaining, because her is going to be different. They going to shut your fucking mouth. You see what I'm saying? Her, they gonna tell you shut the fuck up. And that's all she need. Because it ain't nothing else she needs to do. She'll wait a couple of days and then start trying to talk and get in everybody's business. Sit your ass over there and look stupid. Do whatever the fuck it is you need to do. But stay the fuck away from me. So next. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, that's what she do. I'm sorry, y'all. Before I move on to next. That is what she does. It's just sit there and look for everything that's wrong, and nothing is ever right. So now this shelter is actually a downgrade from the place that we was at that she was complaining about. So it's like, why you not sitting there and running your fucking mouth this time? Why you not sitting there complaining this time? You see what I'm saying? You got to actually have a little money to be at this shelter, because you got to go back and forth and all these different places they helping. But if you don't have the bus tickets, how the hell you going to get there? So it's just like, stop lying and let people move on with their life. So that's it. Stop looking for what's wrong. And that's something else that people do in relationships. When you first start, you keep thinking, like, y'all keep putting us in these predicaments with all these people where it's like they actually feel as if we have to be in a relationship right away. Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, he has to call me when I text him. He has to do this when I do that. And, or she has to do this when I do this. And it's always like, let's be in this relationship, but let's not have these laws of commitment. And it's like, that's the red flag. Let it go. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, if I can't text you or call you and I need to, then what's the point? Like, if we friends, then what's the point? You know, some people don't call me after this time. Don't text me. Don't do this. And it's like, I understand after 9 o'clock. But if you got a man that's telling you, well, don't ever call me when I'm at work, and don't do this when I'm doing this, and it's like, no, baby, that's a text message. You can get that when you get off. You see what I'm saying? Unless you was with another woman, now you send rules that don't sound right. You with another man, now you send rules that don't sound right. You see what I'm saying? You should be able to freely text and talk to people when you want to. And that's what I'm saying. It's like we got all these ill relationship issues, and you wondering why you don't have friends. You wondering why you're not close to your family. All this different stuff because y'all didn't looked at or heard some on a song and then wanted to do that too. It's stupid. Like, y'all just not A real relationship, a natural relationship, doesn't have all those boundaries. You see what I'm saying? Something that's good for you doesn't have all those boundaries. So some stuff needs to just, y'all need to let that go. My son is like a good person for an example of this too. With his friends, he talks to them on the phone, and when he needs his space, he'll say, "Listen, I gotta get some time to myself, so I'm gonna talk to you tomorrow." And they'll say, "You gonna talk to us tomorrow?" Blake say, "Yeah, I'm gonna talk to you tomorrow." And that's kids, they young. Something like that is so healthy for him. You see what I'm saying? That's healthy for him. That is a healthy relationship. And they say, okay. They don't call him back and check on him or nothing. They talk to him the next day. Blake mean what he say. They actually follow through what he's saying. He sets a good boundary for that. And if they say that, Blake say, "Oh, I got to talk to her tomorrow. She's busy today. She went on a trip with her dad. I'm not calling her anymore." You understand what I'm saying? And if he miss her, he'll say, "Mom, I miss her. I'm going to call her tomorrow when I get up." Y'all get what I'm talking about? It's like, that's a clear set boundary. And that's it. Like, it's not like he doing anything. He just relaxing. And so now, in her head, that's okay. And when you get into a relationship, it's okay for the person to say that to you too. "I'm going to need some space today." You see what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. I think it's just both ways. It's like we always into the other person's life too fast and too furious. You know what I'm saying? Y'all always mad about something. And it's like, no, just live your life. Go do something for you. Go to the library then. If you got to keep your mind on this person and their business, go to the library and learn something. Look on the internet. I don't know. Watch TV. Next, expecting your partner to think and act like you. And that's it. Throughout our development, we form a lot of ideas about what a relationship is supposed to look like, often based on unrealistic standards. It's crucial that you give the person you are dating room to have their own opinions. When it comes to reconciling your differences, you can have 3 solid choices: celebrate them, mitigate them, or obliterate them. And that's it. Celebrate them. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can actually be like, "Wait a minute. Okay, you're right. You need your space. I like that you take time for yourself." You see what I'm saying? Mitigate. Okay, you need your space, but sometimes at nighttime I just need you to call me and say goodnight, or text me and say goodnight. And he could say, "Okay, I could try to do that." Or obliterate it and say, "I really understand." You understand what I'm saying? I really understand, but listen, I want you to actually just like be there for me sometimes. Sometimes when I'm hurt, I still need somebody just to say something to me. And he could say, "Okay, well, just call me anyway. I'll pick up." You see what I'm talking about? Like, it's like, and each of those still is a positive thing. Obliterate does not mean, "Let me make this negative. Let me just do what I can. Let me fuck everything up." It's like, that's not what they're saying. Fred Rogers said it best. Love isn't a state of perfect caring. It is an active noun, like struggle. To love someone is to strive to accept that person exactly the way he or she is, right here and now. And yes, the struggle is real, but it's also the most fulfilling. I'm telling you, when you accept somebody for who they are at that moment, in that time, it is the best feeling in the world, and it's the greatest love that you can get back. Next, reading into everything. Repeat after me. Assumptions are not helpful. And so that's that stuff that goes nagging in your mind when they say, "I need my space today. I'll call you back later. I'll talk to you tomorrow." Because now you want this person to be available to you all the time. And it's like, no, I can't do that all the time. You can't do that all the time. Assumptions are projections of my own reality. Whether you are reading into the language of a text message, angry that your phone call doesn't get returned within a day, or overthinking your last date, do yourself a favor and step away from the rumination. Obsessing over what everything means is one of the most common things that causes unnecessary anxiety at a time when dating is supposed to be fun. And in this case, if that's something that you have to do, this is when I tell you, choose fun over boys. Because even though you read into everything, sometimes it's a warning sign that this person is not for you. They have done something for you to suspect that they on some type of other shit. And I'm not joking. Like, I'm telling you this, don't do it. But sometimes it's like, okay, wait a minute. This shit don't make no sense. This don't make no sense at all. And with me, people would set up stuff and they be want me to like play into what they doing. It's like I can't. I can't. You see what I'm saying? So at this point, I'm gonna accept you for who you are. Some people cannot be accepted for who they are because they still want to play the game. They still want to get you involved in the bullshit that they got going on. And I'm just the person that don't get involved. When I was with Chris, at that moment, at that time, that is when I was hugging and kissing on him and telling him everything and telling him all the secrets, and you see what I'm saying. But when he leave out the door, that's not my business. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So it's like they wanted me to fall into what happens when he leaves out the door. It's not my business. That's not my man. We not in a real relationship. So that's when they started, oh, we gonna do this, we gonna fix this, we gonna pull this away, we gonna put this here, we gonna do that. For what? It's not a real relationship. Playing games. Let's admit that we have all done this to a certain extent because we want some kind of assurance that the other person is into us. I don't play games. I never have. Somebody told me I'm gonna have to start playing them. Fuck y'all, I still ain't played. That said, not respond to someone's phone call or text message for a certain period of time because you want to appear cool or want to retaliate because they took some time getting back to you is not a good idea. Exactly. I'm saying just pick up the phone. If I want to talk to you, oh my God, I miss talking to you. We just do what we do. That's why I say I like Cancers and Libras. I don't know. Y'all, something wrong with everybody. Lead by example. Authenticity is everything in a relationship, and that includes at the beginning. So it's like just be you. Expecting too much too soon. That's what I was talking about at the top. Whether it's time spent together, constant communication throughout the day, or some kind of commitment that you're exclusive and aren't going to date other people, you got to accept that everybody moves at their own pace for their own reasons. That's why you got to accept them for where they are and where they at now. When you out with them, that's when you out with them. When you not, fuck it. Sometimes one person is surer than the other and wants things to move faster. I know this can be hard, but the best thing you can do for yourself in a situation like this is try and slow down and manage your anxiety. It's quite common for a relationship to take some time before getting off the ground. And that is the truth. You see, that is the truth. It takes time. And like they said, you gotta do what is healthy for you. For you has to be healthy. Hello? Hello? Just do what's healthy for you. So anyway, that was the end of the show anyway. So somebody did like a FaceTime video. I don't know what that was. So this is what self-love looks like today in its commitment. Okay, y'all, so yeah, that's it for the Twitter. That's it for Twitter. But anyway, that's it, y'all. I'm gonna put the names of the movie at the bottom of the YouTube video because that's the one I edited first. And I hope y'all get a chance to like just check those out. Like that is like, I would say that's your relationship course, and you can find all these issues inside of all those movies. You see what I'm saying? Like you can find it somewhere inside of each of these movies, and that's just it. Like just make sure that you just take the time to just look and see what's going on. So the Secretary, Punch Drunk Love, Zack and Miri Make a Porno, and Bridget Jones' Diary. Everything is just like eye-opening, and each woman is different. Every woman is different in each movie. You see what I'm saying? So that's it. It's just like make sure that you take accountability for what's been going on in your relationships and accept people for who they are. I always say in a relationship, if you cannot be friends with them, then don't do it. Like, go out and be friends. Go out and act like that is your fucking friend. You see what I'm saying? Your best friend. The one you can be, like, safe with money with, or, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's like, just make that your friend. Make them your friend first. Don't always just jump in and think that this should be a relationship. Anyway, today is a good day for me on this show. I haven't had any real issues with stalking today, so I have nothing to say. But thank you, Blake, and I love you. Have a great day.